All right. So this stage, we're going to add our code here. I'm going to be assuming that you've already built an image with Photopea, and also that you have already exported the PNG file out. In the case here of this one, let me go view my extra large icons. There we go, that you've already exported the image out. That's the image I'm going to use in my game. I made two of them in second block. If everything goes as planned, I made two in every block. And going to get it into the game. So I've exported it out. I am going to need to get that link here. And so let's see, up here at the top, we got our global variables. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to have an image we're going to use in the game. So I'm going to call this var vehicle, and it's going to be equal to a new web image. And get that all set up. And then I'm going to come over here to the upload page and upload my image. So it's my documents, my game design folder, my side scroller, and there is my image that I want to use. So uploaded that image. I'm going to copy the link. Go ahead and paste it right here. All right, now I've got my image in here. Great. Next, we got to decide on colors. Okay. I know that my image is going to be, it's got a lot of blue in it. It's got a lot of blue. The weapons are red. So I'm going to want a background that's going to kind of contrast with that. And so, okay. Up here on color hex, see about this one right here. Copy that for my background. So our colors here, our first color is going to be called background color. And it's going to be equal to that hexadecimal code I just selected at colorhex.com. Now, these are two of my favorite variables. You could go get them from the Pong game if you wanted to. I'll just recreate them right here. Screen width will be equal to a call to the getWidth function, which will get me the width of the screen. And I'll need a variable called screen height, which will be a call to the getHeight function. All right. Then we're going to have constants here. So this first one, all capitals, var, delay. And we're going to set that equal to 40. Initially, I'm going to have the screen's going to refresh every 40 milliseconds. And another constant that we're going to have is our speed variable, which we're going to initialize at 5. And then we're also going to have a variable that relates to our ship, and it's going to be called the dy, and it's going to be equal to that speed variable. All right, hit the run button to make sure you didn't break any rules while you were typing your variable names right here. Now, setup for you here in the starter code is the start function, the setup function, the game function, on mouse down, and on mouse up. And so we've got some new things here, on mouse down, on mouse up. That's going to be some new stuff here. Well, let's get started in the start function. We're going to call the setup function. We're going to turn on the game timer to call the game function every delay milliseconds. And then it's much easier to just go right to your docs tab, click on documentation, and click on animation. And under animation, you're going to see mouse events. And in mouse events, we're going to get the mouse down and the mouse up methods. So I'm going to copy those, mouse down method, mouse up method, and copy those. And I'm going to paste them right here and fix the tabbing. So on the mouse down method, I want to call the function on mouse down. And on the mouse up method, I want to call the function on mouse up. So these are like the key down method and the key up method, only this has to do with clicking your mouse. And this would be the left click, the typical click, the one you would do with your index finger. So you can get, the starter for this. And it even comes nice with some comments. I could even go grab that other comment, Control C, and tab my way out here to that and paste it. There we go. So it's tabbed nicely. So a mouse button is depressed, a mouse button is released. That's on the mouse down and the mouse up. So we got our start function set up. Do hit your run button here. Make sure that you haven't broken any rules. It's always nice to run early, run often. Make sure you catch your syntax errors early. Now in the setup function. Our setup function, first it's going to set up the background color. So that will be the set background color function. And we're going to set that to our background color. Now, something will happen. With that line of code, I should now have my background color showing up, which I made some nice little light brown. And then next I want to set up my vehicle. This is actually going to put the vehicle on the screen. So up here, our vehicle is a global variable. We defined it right here. We need to set its position and we need to add it to the screen. So vehicle.setPosition, and we're going to set this one at screen width divided by 4 for the X value and screen height divided by 2. My enter key, and we're going to add the vehicle to the screen. Now when I hit the run button, there's my vehicle. Later on, I'm probably going to change that to a 5. Yeah, drop it back a little bit. Heck, I might even change it to a 6. But for right now, because it's the way my notes are, I'm going to leave it at a 4. I'm just going to put it right out there. Now, you should verify that you got your ship on the screen. Now, we want to make our vehicle move, but that's going to depend on whether or not we're clicking our mouse or we've released our mouse. So let's go down to on mouse down. On mouse down, we're going to set dy to make the vehicle move upwards. That means we're going to set dy equal to negative speed. But if we release our mouse, we're going to set dy equal to speed. We're almost done. The only thing left now is to tell our vehicle to move. We're going to change its X position by 0. We're not going to be changing horizontally our position, but whatever dy equals, that's how we're going to set our vertical position. When I hit the run button now, if I don't click, the ship will fall. If I click and hold my mouse down, the ship will actually keep going up till it goes off screen. But when I let go of my mouse, here comes the ship back down, and the ship will go off screen off the bottom, but I can bring it back up by clicking my mouse again. Make sure that when you click your mouse, the ship moves up. Release your mouse, the ship moves down. And that's a wrap on this stage. It's very quick how we put that all together. So to recap, we set up our initial global variables. We got our image out of Photopea. stored it into a organized location on our computer where we have our documents for this game all stored in our side-scrolling game folder. And then we pasted the link to that image here into our new vehicle, set our background color, created our screen width and screen height variables, which we immediately used. And we have our constants, delay and speed here. And the ship variable, we're going to be adding a lot to that list here as time goes on. Start function, we call the setup function, turn on the timer, get our mouse events, whether we're mouse down or mouse up. In mouse down, we set dy equal to negative speed. Mouse up, we set dy equal to speed. And then in the game function, we make our vehicle move. And in the setup function, we did set our background color, and we set the position of the vehicle and added the vehicle to the screen. Not a whole lot, but just like that, you have stuff moving with graphics that you created. All right, it's going to be a wrap. See you in class.